Hey guys, how's it going? Thomas here. Today we are running inside of the tomb. Getting started here. Let's see how this other tank looks. Oh, he's pretty well decently geared. A little bit lower than me, but what do you expect for outside groups? We need to start trying to clear up some of this trash. It don't really make a lot of sense to me, because this stuff shouldn't be here. There we go. Okay, Prophet come in, killed all that stuff. It's the first to actually get knocked back like that. So there we go. That's what I was after. So we gotta get these 3 pieces of trash here killed first, and once these 3 pieces of trash go down, then we're going to go here and kill the boss. Now this boss, the way you want to tank him is you want one tank on one side of him, the other tank on the other side, and then if the one tank standing and stuff, the other tank taunts and pulls back. Now keep in mind that that tank does do 200% increased damage. And what that means is when you have the other tank taunts off of you, you'll get a spell on you that'll cause 200% increased damage. So if the boss attacks you, you'll die instantly. So the other tank has to hold aggro. It requires 2 tanks to tank this boss. You can't do it without 2. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna go ahead and hit a ready check here real fast. Make sure everybody's good and ready, and we'll go ahead and get started. This is going to be one of those hot shot dick tanks that just wants to rush everything. So he's over here standing, he ain't even facing the boss where it needs to be. The tank's going to die. See, I should be over here. That tank should be on the boss's backside. That way when he taunts, it's the opposite. He's going to run right up here beside me. Watch it. Oh, maybe not. He's going to stand over there. So there's a few mechanics. So when you have to run away, now the other tank should taunt. Okay, there we go. And then all I got to do is I just got to back up like this. So I don't have to go that far. And there you have it. So simple to tank this boss. Now this boss will throw stuff at you, and you got to be careful here. You also got to be mindful of his tail. If his tail gets over this way and hits this stuff, it'll kill you. Now in these pools, there's 4 pools. Stuff will actually come up from those pools and stuff, and that'll actually, like right now we want to run and hide. So you just want to get right behind her like this. That'll protect us. You just want to take cover. A lot of guys didn't do that, and you can see they get knocked back just because of that. So now I need to taunt the boss here because it's my turn to taunt. You gotta be very careful of his tail, make sure it doesn't spin into that stuff. I should have the boss over this way more. He's actually in the middle of the ring a little bit too far, but we should be okay. Gotta watch these orbs here, these things that he's gonna throw at the people, the DPS, but that's not really my issue. That's more of a DPS problem. The other tank should taunt. There you have it. The other tank taunts. See his tail? It just knocked them things down because the other tank didn't have him, but yeah. We don't have the stuff coming out of the pools because this is normal, I reckon, but what would happen is that stuff would come on the floor and you have to move out of it. So one tank will pull one way, the other tank will pull the other way. So relatively simple. So burning armor on the other tank. I need to be, should take cover. He's going to throw me back like it ain't nobody's business, so we'll see about that. Get that cooldown. Just reposition real quick. And there you have it. So a quick repositioning, not a big issue. Got a couple of guys dead because they're not taking cover like they're supposed to. But all I got to do is I just got to run back just a bit. That's all there is to it there. Alright, so as soon as this boss goes down, we're going to go ahead and go up to the other bosses, which basically you have the cage. So you have to do orbs inside the cage to cause damage, which so many people don't do that, and I don't know why. It's just drives you crazy, you know. So we're getting close to killing this guy, so this is going good. It's actually a relatively good fight. Other than some people made some mistakes, but yeah, that's always expected. Go ahead and taunt him. Now all you do, for this here, all you do is you just get back here. Pretty simple. 4, 3, Hide! 2, I didn't do that last time, it just threw me, so. What I need to do is I need to really just kind of pull him over this way. Really get the boss up here. Now I just need to reset it. There we go. Get back here so I'm not going to damage nobody. I'll just come back up there. Yeah, you just gotta watch his tail and not knock anything down. A lot of people make that mistake. So, best to just keep him on the edge of the room. But you just taunt him in a big circle, like pull him in a circle around here, especially if there's stuff on the ground. Sometimes you'll have to shoot him across real fast because you'll get a lot of stuff on there, and then that's never good, you know. So, right there we have it. Boss down. Now we're going to go ahead and head on up to the next boss. And what's that? Ooh, 900 trinket. Somebody will probably want that. I don't have no need for it. Oh yeah, there's definitely some guys here that can use it. So let me, we'll go into a row. Let's see who gets this. We'll go ahead and I need to do instant. We'll say roll, and then we'll shift, click, and bam. There we have it.
I never anticipated that the Legion
There's a couple guys that can actually use that. So.
To breach its dark heart.
Not sure where these guys are going. They're going the wrong way. You're supposed to be going. Oh wait. Hang on. I am confused as hell. What boss do we go to? I'm gonna have to look here on this. Oh crap! This is Mistress. Okay, so you don't go that way. You gotta go down. Normally everyone goes up. So.
I can sense one of the Legion's masters working to reanimate the avatar of Sargeras. Should kill Jaden and fuse that husk
71 on him and 18 and yeah.
Not know whether any force on this world can.
I think I got. Let's see. What did he roll on? Oh, okay. Oh. That one guy got 71.
Understood my use of the Naga to obtain
Bring the time stone to us. Just
it was
as
a
our
necessary
blessed queen
tactic to
foresaw.
secure the future of Azeroth. Let nothing stop you from doing.
Yeah, I made a big mistake by trying to go up, but typically that's the normal run. You go up, then you come down here, but apparently we're going to skip that boss and we'll just come straight down here. So.
You dare disappoint our queen?
Let's see, where is that guy? He was in here. Which one is he?
Pummel their bones to dust.
Okay. There we go. I'll just try him. Need to find him. Where is this guy?
Kill them.
Where is this guy?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Nah, fuck it. Oh, I guess he ain't getting it. Alright, so we're not going to the cage boss. We're just going to skip to the third boss. I guess this is how Blizzard intended to set this run up. So we're going this way instead. Now, this boss here, what you do is everybody wants to stack on top of the tanks and soak. The tank should be swapping at about 3 stacks. I need to stay on top of this other tanks. And it throws stuff on the ground, so sometimes you'll have to move the boss, but most of the time the boss stays where it's at. As long as the DPS drops the stuff on the ground, like this guy back here, as you can see, he dropped it back there. That's what you want to do. You want to drop it away. A lot of people noob will drop it around the boss, and then this just goes to the fight. This fight can go to hell relatively quickly, so never a good thing. But I got 5 stacks on me, but the other tank should be cutting off of me, but I'm not really too worried. I can definitely take some damage here. There he is. He went in and taunted. Now that he's doing the drawing, this is when you kind of want to move away to the side a bit. That way you're not standing in that crowd when it draws in. So it can cause some serious damage, and it can hurt. You know, so not a good thing. Just need to be a little mindful of that. All right. I'm going to let him get a few more stacks, because I mean we should be taunting at 3 stacks. Some people taunt at 5. I'll let him get a few more stacks. That's not really a big deal, especially considering you know, our level here. Look, I'll taunt off him now. We'll go ahead and spin this guy around because everyone needs to be standing over here. If people don't stack with me, it's going to hurt. But see, you got all this crap over on this side of the field, so it should be all it should be stacking on me. So it's going to hurt because don't stack it on me. I had a cooldown for a good reason, so I'm not too worried about it. getting ready to do the draw, and you can see that when he does the draw and me standing on this side is probably ideal because none of that crap is going to pull into me. See how none of it's pulling into me? Everybody else is on that side of the boss, and they're all standing in it because they're noobs. You want to avoid that. That's what you want to avoid. But that somebody just dropped that crap right there where they shouldn't have dropped it. So, but you don't want the boss needs to be moved. That's really what it amounts to. The boss needs to be pulled over here out of all that garbage. That way, no one's standing in it. Let the other tank get it. There we go. People should not be standing in all that crap over there. You just want to pull the boss forward when that happens. So, makes life a little bit easier. The other tank could be fighting this, but you know, it's actually his turn to be fighting it, but he wants to move the ball, so I just moved it. So, but he needs to be standing over here where I'm at, because if you actually did not notice, see that side over there, all that stuff's over there? It's all going to get pulled into him when this guy, he draws it in. So not something that, you know, is a good thing to be doing. Now I'm standing in it here because where people keep moving the stuff, so. I'm going to let my stacks drop here before I taunt off. The other tank's not having no major issues right now. I need to drop these stacks. He's getting a lot of stacks. Okay, there we go. I'll pull off here. Gotta let my stacks drop here first, so. He's getting ready to do the draw in, so I need to just pull back here a little bit. Let's just come on. Alright, his boss is down, so that went good. A few little mistakes were made. Not really too worried a whole lot about it. Why am I not getting my loot here?
Why the Queen was fond of him, I'll never know.
I swear every time I come through here it's a little bit different, you know. Now a lot of times what people will do is they'll actually jump down there into the water, and you can actually go swim that away, but we're going to actually go this away. This is typically normally the route most people travel. It's just, it just seems like it's faster, you know, you don't have to swim through the water, because when you jump down you actually have trash and stuff back there, so a little bit annoying, so. Let's see, we'll go ahead and do the jump down real quick. And we'll just go ahead and get started here with this trash. Alright, now as far as going down through here goes, there's a lot of do's and don'ts and just stuff of that nature. These two guys down here, it's best to always separate them up. Most people have a tendency not to separate them, don't really know why. Those guys, they're going to all need to be pulled in just a few moments here. Let me run up here and grab them real quick, because I know the group's going to get them here. So, alright, I need to get back this movement and power off me. Get down here where I need to be. Alright, there we go. Just keep on, come on, that guy needs to come with me. But, alright, this guy here's. Now these guys, it's best to actually separate these because they'll stun you. So normally one person will pull one down to the bottom. One will hold them here at the top, but I'm going to try to taunt one of these. That way the other tank's not being constantly stunned. It can be aggravating for a tank doing these guys here, but it's always best to separate them. But we're just going to hold them here because this is a pug run, and you know, the group, it's not too awful bad. So what we can also do is we can also pull this on down to the bottom, and that's not too awful bad. So. Go ahead and push this right here. So let's go ahead. This guy, I'm just going to go and start pulling him on down if he'll actually come. They're slow. They don't like to come. Normally how a lot of the trash is, it's like stubborn. Alright, so let's go ahead and get down here to the bottom, and we'll go ahead and do a ready check when everybody's here. So, ready should be almost all about here. So, once everybody's here, we'll go ahead and do a pull. So,
3, 2, 1.
I claim your
yeah, see, there's still people trying to get down here and they're pulling too soon, but you know, whatever. I don't like it when people do that, but I don't care. Now, this boss is interesting. One, you don't want to stand in those things, the jellyfishes. So, that's one of those things that you don't want to actually stand in. Next thing is, there's tornadoes that actually come through the walls. So when you kill an ad, it leaves green stuff on the ground. You don't want to stand in that. But the green stuff, what you want to do is you want to actually position the boss behind it. Like, okay, right here, we're going to position behind these ads, because when the ads go down, that'll leave green stuff on the ground. What it does is it destroys the tornadoes as the tornadoes come through. And that's how you do it. Nobody killed an addo just now, so that would have been a wipe. everybody's targeting and focusing the boss. What we need to do here is get out of those jellyfish and keep going. Now, the other thing that can happen with this boss as far as it goes is halfway through the fight, a whale starts coming down, and the whale will really ruin your day. There's also people get marked and stuff in the fight, and they want to spread out. Typically, they want to do that in like a big triangle pattern. And the way that works is people have to get in there and actually soak and stuff. So right here we got tornadoes coming in here, and you should pull back, and that way you're not in the tornadoes. Nobody's killing the crap that's on the ground. This boss needs to be over here. You want to keep the boss towards the middle. That's just standard mechanics of this fight. But people need to be killing the trash. They're not doing it. You're not doing this right. So. But then again, maybe it's not showing up on this fight. Maybe they took that mechanic out since this is normal. So that might be a heroic mechanic. Because I know it is tough. But, I got Burden of Pain on me, so the other tank has it. We do Thunder Shock. Okay, we need to get out of this crap. Where's the other tank going? Oh, it's the other tank's somewhere. Or a taunt. See, the other tank is taunting off of me after the Burden of Pain, so he's getting all that extra hit on him because he wants the tank, but that's fine. I mean, it's whatever. It's not like it's going to kill him or anything. Not at this level. See, he keeps taunting and stuff, so you can see right there. He's taunting on that Burden of Pain. He shouldn't be taunting. He just knows I'm taunting, so he's taunting it back because he wants to fight the boss. But whatever. Alright, tornadoes are coming. We need to get out of their way. Normally this will be a solid wall, and you just get behind the green stuff. That's all you got to do, and the tornadoes disappear. It destroys them, but the normal here, it's not doing that. So. Now these things here, if you soak those, you'll go feed them into the whale's mouth, which the whale is going to spawn in just a minute. So crashing wave. So you got to get ready to run right off the middle here real quick. So we'll see the whale. Oh, there we go. All right, pull the boss. I'm going to get over here real quick. Get out of the way. The whale's going to fall down. You'll see it there. Bam. The whale does damage. Now you're going to put all those purple orbs that you've picked up into the whale's mouth. So you just come to this ring here, drop it in, and if you're not careful, the whale will eat you. So. So it's trying to suck us in, so we're constantly moving backwards. So it's just a little bit to it. Just gotta be careful. Now we don't really have to move there, as long as we're out of that way. I don't know what this guy's doing here. If he was standing in the whale's mouth, which means you want to pull the boss out of the whale's mouth. But gotta watch this way. Whoops, let's get over here. You always want to go to the shortest left, that way it's less for the run, or the side that's got the most people. The side with the most people, like if casters are kind of far back to the side, that's kind of where you want to run to. So I always try to be mindful of like where people's at. You don't want to really split the raid, and sometimes that's what happens on those waves. The raid will get split. So normally casters and stuff, they'll all try to stand in a group on one side, and then the DPS will stand in another group. The boss is going where it does not need to be going. So. I don't know what the tank here is doing. I'm not real sure. I don't think he knows what he's really doing. So you don't want to stand in the middle, not in the second phase, because what happens is you'll be right there in that stuff. So it's just something that you do want to actually try to avoid. So, all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the YouTube video. thank you for watching, and peace out, YouTube.
Of Azeroth.